Good morning, viewers. This is Kasturi De. I'm back today with the question answer section of language of chemistry according to ICSE syllabus class 9. So some few questions are left, that is calculations mainly. Calculation part is left. So I'll start today with calculation. But before that, I will request you to please go through the text video so that you can have a subject chapter knowledge. Okay. Subject matter you come to know, and so that you can solve the question answers on your own. Okay. And I will be discussing with you these question answers as well as some ICSE pattern question answers, as I've told you before also. So for that, you need to stay with me, do subscribe with me. That is my channel. Do subscribe my channel and also give a like so that I can be motivated to produce such new videos for you and experimentally do some good videos. Okay, so that you like and you get the help what you want from me. Okay. And you also share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos. And one more thing I would request you, as your exams are coming near, so please concentrate on your studies. And for more concentration, you should before opening a book, just meditate for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, think of someone, some role model, or any if you don't remember anyone, think of a dot, white dot. Okay. And feel that light and energy is coming to you, and that can help you to cool down your mind, and you can retain the what you have read in the whole day. You will read, you will continue whatever you studies you do, that can be retained in your mind. Okay. So practice this before each and every subject you start on. Okay. So that will help you in doing so. Please practice it, you will get the benefit. Okay, check it. I think you will get the benefit. Okay. So let me start with, okay, first today's question I'm discussing with you is the calculation. So first one is calculate the relative molecular mass of CHCl3, CH3COONA, NH4 whole twice Cr2O7, potassium chlorate, that is KClO3, CuSO4 5H2O, ammonium chloroplatinate, that is NH4 whole twice PTCl6, then NH4 whole twice SO4. Okay. So atomic masses are given. See, carbon has an atomic mass of 12, hydrogen 1, oxygen 16, chlorine 35.5, nitrogen 14, copper 65, 3.5, sulfur 32, sodium 23, potassium 39, platinum 195, calcium 40, then phosphorus 31, and then it is this is chromium 52. Okay. This is 24. This must be I'll let you know what is this valuation. What is this this one? Okay, it's M written. I don't know what is it. I have. Okay, I'll let you know. Okay, and then first one we have come to CHCl3, that is carbon having a atomic mass of 12, hydrogen 1, and chlorine having 3 atoms, so 3 into 35.5. That makes it, the answer will come to 119.5. So atomic mass of CHCl3 is 119.5. Then NH4 whole twice Cr2O7, that is then 2 ammonium atoms are there. So 2 into 14 plus 4 into 1. Okay. So that makes 14 plus 4, that is 236. Then chromium 2, that is 2 into 52, and 7 of oxygen, so 7 into 16. That makes 252. Atomic mass of ammonium dichromate is this one 252. Then copper sulfate 5H2O, that is hydrated copper sulfate. Copper has having the valency of not valency, it's atomic mass 63.5, sulfur 32, 4 into 16 and 5 into 5 whole bracket 2 into 1 plus 16, that is 5 into 18, and this 63.5 plus 32 plus 64, that makes is 249.5. You need to do the calculations on your own, so please do it first and then check it. That will help you in learning. Then NH4 whole twice SO4. So 2 into whole bracket 14 plus 4 into 1. Then sulfur 32, 4 into 16. Then that makes 132. Then CH3 COO Na, that is 12, 3 into 1. Carbon C12, then O oxygen, then again oxygen 16, 23 is sodium. So that makes 82. Next is KClO3, that is 39 for potassium, chlorine 35.5, and oxygen 3 into 16. That makes 122.5. Then NH4 whole twice PT6Cl6. So that makes 14 plus 4, 4 into 1, that makes 36. Then platinum 195, chlorine 6 into 35.5. So that makes 444. Now give the empirical formula of benzene, glucose, acetylene, and acetic acid. So benzene has a formula of C6H6. So empirical formula will be CH. Okay, then glucose having the empirical, the actual formula is C6 molecular formula, that is C6H12O6. The empirical formula will be CH2O. Then acetylene, molecular formula is C2H2. So acetylene will have the empirical formula of CH as like a benzene. Then acetic acid, CH3COOH, molecular formula. So it will come to like the glucose empirical formula will be CH2O. Now find the percentage mass of water in Epsom salt. Epsom salt, okay, magnesium sulfate, hydrated salt of magnesium. Okay, magnesium sulfate. So that is Epsom salt. So that one which had the atomic mass of 24, that is magnesium, not M, it's Mg. Okay, please correct it. It's Mg. Okay, so magnesium has atomic mass of 24, then sulfur is 32, 4 into 16, and heptahydrated, that is 7, and in the bracket 2 into 1 plus 16. So that makes 246. So 246 is atomic mass. Now we need to find out the percentage of water, percentage mass of water. So water is 126. The atomic mass of water which is attached to magnesium sulfate is 126. So percentage of water is weight of water by total weight of Epsom salt into 100%. So weight of water is 126 and total weight of Epsom salt is 246 into 100%. That is 51.22% of water is present in the salt of that is Epsom salt, magnesium sulfate salt. Okay. Now calculate the percentage of phosphorus that is present in calcium hydrogen phosphate, that is CaH2PO4 whole twice, and calcium phosphate, that is Ca3PO4 whole twice. So first one, CaH2PO4 whole twice. So we find out the weight of this total calcium hydrogen phosphate, that is 234, and percentage of phosphate, first phosphate that is present is how much? This is 2 into 31, that is 2 into 31. Phosphorus, which is the weight of phosphorus which is present in calcium hydrogen phosphate, that is 2 into 31, and the total weight is 234 into 100%. Same formula, weight of phosphorus by the total weight of calcium hydrogen phosphate into 100%. So that makes 26.5%. Then calcium phosphate, again we need to find out the total weight of the calcium phosphate, and the phosphorus which is present is 2 into 31 again here. and that divided by the total weight of calcium phosphate into 100%, that's 20%. Now calculate the percentage composition of each element in phosphate potassium chlorate KClO3. Okay, so first we need to calculate the the weight, total weight of potassium chlorate. Okay, that's 122.5. Now the weight of potassium which is present in potassium chlorate is 39. So weight of potassium by total weight of potassium chlorate into 100%, that is 31.83%. Again for chlorine, it's 35.5 present in potassium chlorate. So that divided by the total weight, that is 122.5 into 100%, that is 28.98. Again for oxygen, it's 48 is the mass of oxygen present in the potassium chlorate. So that divided by total weight of potassium chlorate into 100%, that is 39.18%. Now we come to the next question. Urea is a very important nitrogenous fertilizer and its formula is CON2H4. Calculate the percentage of carbon in urea. So atomic mass is given, C is equal to 12, O is equal to 16, N is equal to 14, and H is equal to 1. So total weight of urea is 60. Then total, the percentage of carbon, so total weight of carbon in urea is 12, divided by total weight, that is 60 into 100%, that is 20%. Okay, calculate the molecular mass of the following. Sodium sulfate 10H2O, then this ammonium carbonate, this is NH4 whole twice CO, then magnesium nitride, then given atomic mass, sodium is 23, H is equal to 1, oxygen is 16, carbon 12, nitrogen 14, magnesium 24, and sulfur is 32. So for sodium sulfate NH2O, again, we need to put all the atomic masses. See here, sodium having 2 atoms, so 2 into 23. Sulfur has 1 atom, that is 32. Oxygen is 16, so 4 into 16 plus 10 H2O, so 10 multiplied by the total H2O. So H2O is 2 into 1 plus 16. So that makes 322. Okay. So the molecular mass of sodium sulfate NH2 is 322. For ammonium carbonate, it is 14, excuse me, 14 plus 4 into 1 multiplied by 2 at 2 as 2 atoms of ammonium is present. Then carbon plus 12, then oxygen 3 into 16, that makes 96. Then this one NH2 whole twice, then CO. Okay, so this will be 14 plus 2 into 1 whole multiplied by 2 plus 12 plus 16, that makes 60. Again, magnesium nitride, Mg3 and 2, so 3 into 24 plus 2 into 14, that's makes 100. Okay. Next is write the chemical equations for the following word equation. First is carbon plus oxygen, which is giving carbon dioxide. So we need to symbolize it. C plus O2 is equal to CO2. This has already been balanced, so no need to balance further. Next is nitrogen plus oxygen gives us nitrogen monoxide. N2 plus O2 gives us NO. So this is not a balanced equation. So we need to balance equation, that is N2 plus O2. So here on the right hand side, that's the reactant side, we get N2 number of nitrogen atoms, then 2 oxygen atoms. So this should be also here on the product side, it's also be 2 atoms. So we multiply NO by 2. That makes a balanced equation. Then calcium plus nitrogen gives us calcium nitride. Ca plus N2 gives us Ca3N2. So this is also not a balanced equation. This is a skeletal equation. So first, see here, calcium, 3 atoms of calcium are there and 2 atoms of nitrogen are there. So on the reactant side, we get 2 atoms of nitrogen, but calcium is 1 atom. So we need to multiply calcium atom into 3. So that makes a balanced equation. Then calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide makes calcium carbonate. Calcium oxide formula is CaO plus carbon dioxide is CO2. That makes CaCO3. So the equation is balanced equation. Then magnesium plus sulfuric acid gives us magnesium sulfate and hydrogen. See, Mg plus H2SO4 gives us MgSO4 plus H2. Okay. So this is a balanced equation. See, both the sides, you can see the number of atoms are same of all the elements. Now, sodium reacts with water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. So Na plus H2O gives us NaOH plus H2. So see here, sodium on the reactant side, it's a single sodium atom is there, and H has 2 atoms, oxygen has 1 atom. So in the product side, sodium has 1 atom, oxygen has 1, hydrogen has 3 atoms. So for that, we need to balance the equation. So in the right hand side, we multiply sodium as well as water with 2. Okay, so that makes 2 Na and 2 H2O. Here, hydrogen becomes 4 and oxygen becomes 2. Sodium also becomes 2. So for that reason, on the product side, we multiply sodium hydroxide by 2, and hydrogen has 2 atoms previously, so it makes hydrogen atoms on the product side. It's 4, oxygen 2, and sodium 2. So that makes the equation balanced. Then sodium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid gives us sodium sulfate and water. Sodium oxide plus H2SO4, NaOH plus H2SO4 gives us Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. Okay. So here we see on the reactant side, sodium is having 1 atom, oxygen 1, hydrogen 3, sulfur 1, and oxygen has 1 and 4, that is 5 atoms. Sulfur 1, hydrogen 3, sodium 1. Okay. So for that reason, and for in the product side, we get sodium has 2 atoms, sulfur 1, so oxygen has 5, but hydrogen has 2. Okay. So for that reason, we need to multiply sodium hydroxide on the reactant side by 2. And then the product side, we multiply water, that is H2O, by 2. So that makes sodium 2 atoms, oxygen 2 plus 4, that's 6. Hydrogen 2 plus 2, that's 4. On the product side, sodium 2, then sulfur 1, oxygen 2 plus 2, that's 4 plus 2, that's 6, and hydrogen 4. So that makes the equation balanced. Then potassium bicarbonate and sulfuric acid gives us potassium sulfate, carbon dioxide, and water. So KHCO3 plus H2SO4 which gives K2SO4 plus carbon dioxide, CO2 plus H2O. Again, this equation is not balanced because on the product side, we get 2 potassium atoms. On the reactant side, there's 1 potassium ion. 1 potassium atom. So for that reason, we need to multiply the reactant side, that is KHCO3, with 2. Okay. So that makes on the reactant side, potassium 2, hydrogen 4, carbon 2, oxygen 6 plus 4, that's 10. Sulfur 2, sulfur 1. So in the product side, we see that potassium has 2, sulfur 1, oxygen has 4 plus 2, 6, and 7. So for that reason, we need to have 10 oxygen atoms. So for that reason, again, carbon is 2 here. On the reactant side here, carbon is 1. So first we need to multiply carbon dioxide and water, as CO2 plus H2O has to be multiplied by 2, both each. That makes the equation balanced. Then iron plus sulfuric acid becomes ferrous sulfate and hydrogen. Fe plus H2SO4 gives us FeSO4 plus H2. Then chlorine, that's a balanced equation. Chlorine plus sulfur dioxide and water becomes sulfuric acid and hydrogen chloride. So chlorine Cl2 plus SO2 plus H2O gives us H2SO4 and HCl. See, this reactant side, chlorine has 2 atoms, hydrogen has 2 atoms, oxygen has 3 atoms, and sulfur has 1. Okay, so in the product side, we get hydrogen has 2, 3, hydrogen has 3 atoms, then sulfur 1, oxygen 4, and chlorine 1. So for that reason, on the product side, we multiply HCl with 2, And on the reactant side, we multiply H2O with 2. So that makes the equation balanced. Now, silver nitrate gives us silver plus nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Silver nitrate AgNO3 gives us Ag plus NO2 plus O2. So again, this is not a balanced equation. Again, we need to check the reactant side atoms as well as the product side atoms. And accordingly, we need to add, we need to multiply the atoms, the elements. Okay, so first we see that on the product side, we get silver 1, nitrogen 1, oxygen 4. But on the reactant side, we get oxygen 3, silver 1, nitrogen 1. So for that reason, we need to multiply silver nitrate with 2. And again, as silver gets 2 atoms, so on the product side, we need to again multiply the silver with 2. And having nitrogen nitrogen gets 2 atoms, so now we need to multiply NO2 with 2. That makes oxygen as 6. 2 into 2 is 4 and 2 6. Here also on the reactant side, 2 into 3, that's 6. Then copper plus nitric acid gives us copper nitrate plus nitric acid and water. Cu plus HNO3. Then CuNO3 whole twice plus NO2 plus H2O. So Cu plus 4HNO3. NO3 whole twice, 2NO2 plus 2H2O. Again, if you want to check how it is balanced, please check on the reactant side again and the product side atoms, and then multiply accordingly. Then ammonia plus oxygen gives us nitric oxide and water. So NH3 plus O2 gives us NO2 plus H2O. See, this is the way we need to multiply. That is NH3 plus O2 plus NO2 plus H2O. So on the right hand side, N is equal to 1, H is equal to 3, O2 is equal to 3. On the left hand side, it is N is equal to 1, H is equal to 2, O is equal to 3. So NH3 is multiplied by 4 on the reactant side. N becomes 4, hydrogen 12, and O 2. So on the this product side, we again multiply NO2 with 4. So it becomes N is equal to 4, O is equal to 9, and H is equal to 2. So we need to have hydrogen 12 and oxygen 2. So here we get oxygen is 9 and hydrogen 2. N is balanced. So again, H2O is multiplied by 6 then. So what happens? Nitrogen becomes 4, hydrogen becomes 12, and oxygen becomes 14. So what happens? Oxygen is multiplied, O2 is multiplied by 7 then. So what happens? We get N is equal to 4, H is equal to 12, O is equal to 14. See, both the things, both the sides, these two are now balanced. So the equation stands in this way. 4NH3 plus 7O2 gives us 4NO2 plus 6H2O. Okay. One more equation I'll do and then I'll stop. Then barium chloride plus sulfuric acid becomes barium sulfate plus hydrochloric acid. Okay. So BaCl2 plus H2SO4 becomes BaSO4 plus HCl. See, on the reactant side, Cl has 2 atoms, hydrogen has 2 atoms. So on the product side, we multiply HCl with 2. That makes the equation balanced. So I'll stop here. I'll continue with the rest of the question answers. Only few are left. So I'll continue and finish it in my next session, in my next video. So for that, you need to subscribe and also press the notification bell so that you can get the notification bell icon. Okay, you need to press that bell icon so that you can get the notification when I upload my next video. And for that, before that, you need to go through the chapter so that you can solve the questions, answers very easily. And press the like button and do share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos. And the thing which I told you in the when I started the video, please meditate for 1 or 2 minutes before going on to subjects. Okay, any subject, if any subject you are studying, so before opening the book, please sit for 2 minutes, think of something any one particular thing, think of that, meditate on that, think some energy is coming to you, you are becoming so cool, and also you are gaining the energy to retain what studies you are doing the whole day. Okay, and then you can reproduce it very nicely. So thank you for watching and have a good day.